Hey everyone, this is Battery Blade and welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be trying to jumpstart this 2012 Ford F-150 that's just been sitting in my driveway untouched. It's got like 4 flat tires right now, so it's in pretty rough shape. So I'll be surprised if I can get it jump started today because I don't know how long this battery's been dead for. I'm going to be using it to test out this Lectron Jumpstarting kit I just got in the mail. It's like 4,000 amp emergency jump starter kit, so we'll see if this is worthy to keep in my car or not. Let's see what I get in the box. Love the Lectron branding. Nice. We got our clips. Easy peasy. Connector here. The clips have the positive and negative symbol on them. The spring is very strong. Like, definitely not a weak spring, which is good. Secure connection. USB to USB-C cord right here. Oh, and nice, a little a 12-volt adapter to charge it with. Oh, it's 60 watts, nice. So this might actually be pretty good for your phone then, I guess, or a laptop, even if you don't use it to charge this thing up. Alright, and now here's the kit itself, which definitely looks nice. Let's see if it's charged. Here's the back of it. It does give some instructions. Opens, then it is charged to 76 off the bat. Alright, the unit itself has this button up here, which can turn this flashlight to blinking mode and steady mode. If your car battery's dead and you're trying to look in the hood, just anything, flashlights are always good. And then I guess if you hold down, it probably turns it off. Yep. And then what's also cool is, or that's your little port there that the clips plug into. But right here, and supposedly that's like a 30-watt USB-C and then a 15 and a 20. It should act like a good power bank. Let me plug in my phone. And then plugged into my phone, you can see it has a little charging symbol right there, and it is fast charging my phone, so that is good. It is a better size than some of the other power banks out there. It's just slightly smaller than my Jifico one. What is kind of interesting is you can see this charging symbol just went away, but yeah, my phone is still charging, so I don't know if that's a feature or a bug, but sort of interesting there. Then you have this little light here that you can see blinking right now, and the instructions on the back of the clip that it says if it's blinking, it's ready to connect to the car battery. If it's bright, it's ready to start the engine. But yeah, so just plugging it in, it is blinking automatically without even pressing this power button up here. So it does make me wonder if the unit is just always on and ready, or if I'm gonna have to click the power button first, or if the power button just controls the flashlight, or just brings up the percentage control. Kind of a lot of unanswered questions, but let's get on to testing the actual unit out for the fun part of the video. First, I'm going to show you how dead this truck is. You see, alright, inside this truck you can see we have literally 0 lights or anything on the dashboard. With the keys, ignition, I turn it, nothing happens. Yeah, definitely pretty dead. Let's get this truck opened up and see if we can actually jumpstart this. This the hood latch is open. You just pull that until it pops, which it did. Alright, now I'm inside the truck's hood. Now I'm just gonna try to attach the battery jumper and see how it goes. Alright, I pressed that button once, so I can see the display saying 76% right now. I'm going to try to attach the stuff right now. positive end right in here. Then we have our black end. I'm going to try to put this right here. And then I heard a click. Everything is, that looks like a solid green. From the instructions means I can jump it now. But I'm just going to give it a few seconds to hopefully charge the battery up a little. What happens if I click the on button on this? So we are at 76% still. So it doesn't mean it's dumping a massive amount of current or anything like that. But let's try to start the truck now. Alright, let's turn this key. Let's see if the Lectron Jumpstarter kit was good enough to supercharge this 2012 Ford F-150. Oh, still nothing. Well, that's not good. Okay, unplugging and replugging the clips in has it at a more slow blink, so I don't know the difference between the slow blink and that fast blink. But let's try it out. There, now we got a solid blink again. What happens if I click the on button here? Maybe it was that my mistake last time. Maybe I don't know if I should let it charge for a minute. Yeah, we're at 59% in there. And yeah, what does that rapid blink mean? It's not the noise I want to hear. Just nothing. Whatever. I'll try it this time. If it fails again, I'll just try it right away before it starts rapidly blinking. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Nothing. Nothing. Alright, third time's the charm. So I'm starting to think maybe it's like a built-in timer to prevent it from like short-circuiting the battery or something. Of being like discharging too long or something. I don't know. Alright, light's solid. Let's try to start it up before it quits on me. Yeah, we got it. That's pretty cool. And then now I should just be able to disconnect the cables. Okay. So after a little bit of user error, I believe, I'm pretty sure it was user error at least, I was able to get this truck working. So definitely, if you do get one of these kits, the proper procedure from what I just found is you connect the clips and you just start it immediately, and it has more than enough power to get the engine started. Don't just leave it connected and wait for it to like charge the battery up, because I'm pretty sure it might have some sort of like default switch to shut off the power if you just leave it clipped in too long. As it like showed, the indicator light started rapidly blinking instead of being solid when it's just connected to the battery. So yeah, as soon as it's solid, just start your engine up and work just fine. I was pretty worried there for a second, but overall got the engine started and did its job. Let's see how much power is left. It started at like 74%, we're at 59, so only 15% through the 3 attempts on this car. The only other thing the menu mentions to periodically charge your bank up. I think it said like every 3 months or so. So I don't know. batteries do slowly drain over time, so do make sure like you are checking on your bank and not just leaving it in your trunk forever, to actually keep it charged so that way you have it when you need it. But definitely easier to use one of these kind of jump starting kits than trying to get cables and get somebody else to help you and clip into their battery. And then there's also like the danger of like messing up your battery helping somebody, or just messing up theirs. But I'm gonna put this rubber back. I hope you all enjoyed this video and enjoyed my review of the Lectron jump starting kit. Uh, it's definitely, I would say it's probably better than like the Jifico one I reviewed a while back on my channel, just because it's much kind of smaller and way less like bulky. But the screen definitely doesn't show as much like information as the Jifico one was, where the Jifico would show like power in and power out. This one was just showing me the percentage. So there's some trade-offs there. But overall, it got my truck started, and that was the video, and reviewed it at the same time. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye.